Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, this is a little bit controversial because I did a reading on aliens, and the cards basically said aliens don't exist. Are there other people in outer space, and have they come to visit Earth at one time? 100%, absolutely. I did a reading on that. But are the aliens right now bothering us? No, they are not. But one thing that has I've been thinking about a lot are what we consider aliens. Are they just a different species of humans that are living underground? I've done readings and I get that there is a whole society or whole culture that lives underground. And some of that came up when I did the readings about Mount Shasta, and especially when I did them around Antarctica. That there's under Antarctica, there is a whole society, and once in a while they come out. They're the ones who are doing the cattle mutilations and whatnot. So I'm going to ask, is if are what we consider aliens, are they just simply human species that lives underground? So they aren't alien to Earth per se. They're alien to us and our lifestyle. All right. So do you see the difference there? It'd be like somebody in Africa, and you tell them, oh, there's people with blonde hair and blue eyes, and they've never seen blonde hair and blue eyes and white skin in their whole life. And yes, there are still people like that. I was talking to a fellow, of course, calling helpline, and he was in India, and my name is a Hindu name, a very ancient Hindu name. And when I told him my name, he thought I was Hindu. And I said, no. I said, I'm not. And I said, I'm actually blonde hair, blue-eyed, Caucasian girl. And he said he has never seen blue eyes in his life. So there are still people around the world who haven't seen other cultures, other different species of humans, of different colors of humans. And so if you were to say to them, oh, there's people with red hair and green eyes, they'd be like, what? What are you talking about? How can that be? Right? So let's ask the cards. 8 of crystals and 7 of crystals. What are the chances those both came out? Some kind of strategy in that they're stuck. Somehow. Some kind of technology. Okay, these cards are just so huge. I really enjoy them, but I really need to get the smaller size because my little hands. All right, so are there a species of human beings that live underneath the earth, or under from what we consider under the earth, that we call the aliens? All right. 3 of worlds. You know what? There might be 3 worlds of humans. Look at. There might be 3 worlds. Above, below, and maybe something else. Saturn? I want to do a reading on Saturn. Balance in reverse. So this balance would be justice. So I wonder if some of them had to go underneath for whatever reason. 2 of crystals. The strength card in reverse. This is interesting because he's made there's in tarot, and it's quite controversial. Strength used to be 8 and justice used to be 11. And Arthur Waite switched them around so that they would go smoother with the zodiac. So strength became number 8 and balance became number 11. So we'd have Leo and Libra. And some people still remain old school. Strength in reverse. I want to make sure these fit because they're so huge. And the Sage of Worlds. Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. So now the King of Pentacles is agricultural. I'm going to say that I think there is, but they were sent down there for some reason. Is this the Atlantis people? Is this the Atlantis people? I don't know why I'm getting the Sphinx here. Well, there's an Egypt, but the Sphinx here. So did Atlantis not sink? But perhaps the people went under the water, like what they consider under the water and under, for reasons, because of like balance in reverse, strength in reverse. Interesting, these two cards came that are controversial, that they're very karmic. And so did Atlantis, did they actually just go under when the deluge came and decided to stay there? Maybe they found something. Magician in reverse. 9 of Cups upright. I'm getting that. Wow, time, space. You know what? I think that's the Atlanteans under there. I actually think that's the Atlanteans under there. That they didn't disappear off, they disappeared off the face of the earth. The flood came, and so they went underground. And you think about it, the Gobekli Tepe. It's one thing I have in common with Jason. I can't pronounce that word. They found a lot of cultures that have gone underground. Look at the digs that they do, and they pull up and they see whole cities and everything. It's like, oh, it's just because, land went over top of them, really. So there's places in Europe that are 700 years old. Is there dirt on top of those churches? Are they starting to get buried by dirt? Like, people don't stop and think. They go, oh, we got this dig, and they're digging and they're like 8-9 feet down. And, oh, this is the base of the house. And how did 8, 9, 10 feet of dirt get on top of that house? So, for example, look at Notre Dame. It's 1,200 years old. Is there any signs of it being buried? Is there any signs of dirt collecting around it? The town that my family is from is 750 years old. There's no buildings being hidden by dirt. The dirt isn't creeping up on those buildings. Something happened that the mud flood or something covered those homes in a deluge, like a tsunami or some such thing. And I'm thinking that instead of them disappearing off the face of the earth, I think they went underground with this magician here in reverse. And they found something that they liked, and perhaps they couldn't surface. So they just started, they created a life that they really enjoy down there. 9 of Crystals, narrowness. 10 of Worlds in reverse, reward. So this is, I think this is their whole world collapsing because it's in reverse. So I think this is their whole world collapsing. And interesting, we have Jupiter there. We have a bunch of different planets playing along. I think that this narrowness is down there where all their caves are. What's that? X. 10. Even though this is a 9 of crystals, which is 9 of swords, anxiety and whatnot, there's a 10 on there. There's an X on there. Narrowness. It looks like it also, I'm getting like it's freezing cold or some such thing. 4 of worlds in reverse. 4 of pentacles in reverse. I think this is their world. Look at the Jupiter. We've got lots of Jupiter in this reading. 8 of wands in reverse. Harmony in reverse. 8 of wands is just kind of being stuck where they are. I think they kind of had to scatter. Tower in reverse. 10 of crystals, 10 of swords in reverse. 10 of wands in reverse, and 10 of cups in reverse. Guys, you saw how many times I shuffled these and turned them. Look at 10 of cups, 10 of wands, 10 of crystals, 10 of worlds. We've got all the endings on here. But I look at all 3 of those in a row like that. King of cups in reverse. Lots of, wow. Families torn apart, legacies torn apart, a lot of emotionals. And also you think that the King of Cups, well, that's Poseidon. And Poseidon's always been associated with Atlantis. Wow, big endings here. Big endings here. I'm going to outright ask the Bagua if I'm on the right track. These are my Bagua. I tried to do a reading on them the other day, and it was just way too loud. I had to delete that. Otherwise, I'd have to silence it, and you couldn't hear what I was asking them. It would I was like, oh, how am I going to do this? Okay, so, the clock agrees with me. Are the people underground, are they just Atlanteans that went underground rather than disappeared? Maybe. Just to let you know, so these were off of a Taiwan temple that they were renovating for whatever reason. Perhaps it was cyclone or damage, or it was old, I don't know. And they were selling a bunch of these off the temple, and these have dragons on them. So what you do is you ask your question, you shake them. If they land like this, the answer is no, and it's an unbudgeable no. If one is up and one is down, then the answer is yes. And if they're both up, that means a maybe or the gods are laughing. Okay, so are the ones that we call aliens just actually people who live underground in the earth? Maybe. Are there more than one? Is there more than one society living under the earth? Yes. So that's why. Do one of those societies come to the surface to see what we're doing? Yes. Did that society ever live on top of the earth at any time? Maybe. Are they human? Are they human? Are they a species of humans? Maybe. Ooh. Are they hybrid? Are they a hybrid? Yes. Oh. Did the biblical flood push them underground? Maybe. Are there any surviving Atlanteans? Are there any surviving Atlanteans? Maybe. That's not a no. Is Elon Musk an Atlantean? Is Elon Musk an Atlantean? Maybe. Sometimes you get a maybe when you're not supposed to be asking that question too, and so the gods are laughing at you. Have any Atlanteans ever come to the surface to influence humanity? Maybe. Are there more than two societies? Maybe. Are there more than three societies? Maybe. Why can't we? Am I not supposed to know some of this? Maybe. The gods are laughing. The gods are laughing. So perhaps my questioning isn't in line. Are the people who live under the surface a superior race to the people who live on top of the surface? Maybe. Do all the species that live underground come up to the surface? Yes. So yes, they do. Remember I did the cattle mutilations? There's something in the organs that they take from the cattle that they need, that they can't get because they aren't in sunlight underground, and that's under Antarctica. Will we ever discover a society living underground? Maybe. Is the show Silo on Apple comparable to people living underground? Maybe. Well, it's not a no. Have you watched that show Silo? Are there people living underground in North America? Yes. So I think that's the Mount Shasta people. Are they the ones who are responsible for the drones? Maybe. Are they the ones responsible for the fogs? Maybe. Are they responsible for the fires? Maybe. Are they responsible for the earthquakes? Maybe. Why won't you answer me? Well, I'm not really getting a lot of answers, but other than there are underground human societies that they all come to the surface now and then. And are they who we consider time travelers? Are they who we sometimes call time travelers? Maybe. Why are you not answering me? Are humans on the surface older than the humans, hybrids underground? Maybe. I guess it depends where you're asking around the world, which soul family, right? If you've seen my stuff, my work on soul families, there's a reason why there's the evolution on Earth. We don't evolve all at the same time. So there could be superior and inferior underground. One more question. Is the population on top of is the population underground greater than the population on the ground? Maybe. What? Are there 8 billion people on Earth? That might be one of my next readings, or the population. Are there 8 billion people on Earth? Maybe. This is frustrating when it won't give me answers like that. Okay, well, obviously this isn't something that we shouldn't delve into too much. We're not supposed to know some things, and that's okay. There may be very, very good reasons why we aren't supposed to know those things, but it did confirm, and it has confirmed for me that there's populations under the ground in North America, and all the different races, hybrids, and whatnot that are under the ground come to the surface at one time or another, and some of the drones could be these people. And there's just some things the universe doesn't want us to know, and I don't know why. I wish I knew why. And so, is this a lot of information we're just not supposed to know at this time? Yes, there you go. Finally got a yes. There you go. I hope you can see that in the, yeah, there you go. Okay, so it's just we aren't supposed to know some of this stuff for now. And it could be to protect them, right? Maybe if somebody was to discover it, somebody bad, a bad actor could take that information, and a lot of things would be ruined. All right, so there are underground aliens at the end of the day. All right, thank you very much for spending this time with me. If you have any other mystery questions you want me to answer, feel free to put them in the comments. I enjoy reading your comments and see if we can dig some information up for you. Take good care. See you in the next one.